Turret going to be cleared out. Bite the check on the back hall. Swarm grenades out to try to prevent them. Keep them locked on this side of the site for now.
And I love this from DRX. They rarely do this kind of thing where they go this aggressive on a flank, and it looks like they might be able to catch Crashies a little bit off guard. He's pulling back now, trying to join the rest of the team. Flash now going to indicate the presence of DRX.
However, Victor, yeah, very much could get the same jump. You see him creeping back right now, working his way through shops. Are we going to be noted? Some looking to push up into him, but that's a classic at medium range, and he'll get taken down. Morris is going to be good for. He's running out of bullets. Will be able to give the Artis a death there as a parting gift. Now Victor arrives. A frenzy, though. Not going to be working too many wonders for him in this position. The push-up Crashies needs to be the hero. They're talking about him on the desk. Can he get it done? No. Zest is going to be able to take his head off. Buzz finds Finesse, and now it's just Victor. Finds one, but that's as good as it's going to get. 3 members left standing as DRX will take the opening round. With nothing spotted over in Link, they now fully suspect that this is in fact going to be that A hit coming through. Artis up on top of the side, drifting back. A bit of damage there, dropping down into dugout, but Finesse with a great aggressive swing comes out wide, finds Mako. Pop flash through the wall, turn, but Finesse still eating a little bit of that blind. Stacks can't push in past this high tide. As he tries to, Finesse cuts him down. RB gonna be able to find 2, but suddenly that leaves Buzz all on his lonesome, wrapping around from A main. Spike not yet planted, but NRG, 3 members left standing, relatively healthy, and plenty of time to try to burn down.
Yeah, difficult task here for Buzz.
30 seconds left.
See if he can get it done. They're right behind the box. Oh, they're gonna get him in the back.
I mean, it's a great read. They do go for the back plant, and Buzz not quite reading that somebody's gonna be over an Art, wanted to try to stop that plant from coming through. Some sort of confirmation. Creep up in. Mako does adjust quickly enough to manage to find one. Art is going to be taken down with some. There's plenty in kind. Stacks now. Pushes out from water. Finds one for his trouble before he can take it out. Buzz will be able to get some with the classic. Weapons now recovered. 3 rifles versus the 2 here on the side of NRG. Find themselves here into the A site. The spike is completely under control of DRX for the time being.
This is a beautiful read here from DRX. They take control of mid by waiting him out, setting up a trap play right around the corner outside of Art. Really, really smart stuff, but FNS going to go try to get through water here. Get underneath this wall, potentially. Dangerous, of course, to go underneath there.
Not only are you already crouching, but you have to go through this wall as well. This additional slow, that obfuscation will now drop down. They can try to go for the play. He's just being stared at right now by Zest. Push coming in. Victor looking for some spam. Does manage to grab that spikes, trying to rotate out. RB swinging on the corner. Doesn't manage to find the elimination, but there's only 10 seconds remaining. Victor, he knows that he's had to try to take the fight to them. Win it out that way. He cannot make it happen. The lockdown will be coming through. No way to clear it out. Space has to be given up. Artist leading the way, continuing to dash forward. Judge in hand. Wants to check that there's no one in this back hall, given that there's that tiny little corner they can tuck away in. Knows that it's clear, and now it's DRX having to try to break their way back through this one. First, it's going to be the Reckoning now popped. Hit as well, though, invested from Finesse.
This is going to be so difficult here. A flash check hall, put a Judge up close.
Can't shoot those anymore, they're artists. Sucked into the corner, Crashies in such a ratty position, waiting to strike. Mako able to find one. Victor, however, gets Buzz. Mako now falling. Crashies with that kill, tries to swing out. Stacks will shut him down. A 3v3. Judge still in the hall, but they need to try to break through. The flash not available. There's one. Zest gets the other, bringing it back to a 2v2, but time is now dwindling. Finesse, however, falling, leaving Victor all to his own devices. No nano swarms to speak of, trying to clear out of the cove. It will get broken down, and it gets them both! The 3K clutch! RB waiting right now in the hall. Buzz now sprinting to try to get himself into a position where he can put this off to use. Swing out, doesn't see anything, goes against the collat! Turns away from Artis, who now falls to RB's hand. And Buzz is completely shut down this round. Finesse gone. I love the pivot, but the timing was just absolute perfection for Buzz.
10 seconds left.
Crashy's now just going to stay tucked away in lane. Simply more interested in getting control of back hall. As Buzz moves up on a Heaven, clears out the dog. You should know based on the tracer where that shot came from, but Artist going to be the first one to fall. Buzz taken down, Victor finding that elimination, but Zest gets 2 on the back end. Stacks finds Finesse, and now it's just Sam standing versus 4.
30 seconds left.
Suspects there's going to be another one in Heaven. Tries to get ahead of the flash, plays it to perfection in that regard, but then Zest gets the counter swing. It's up and over again, the turret will be dealt with. RB trying to get himself swung in the dugout. Swing in from Artis, RB finds the other headshot. Mako cleans up Crash, she sprays through to find Sam. Oh, and that's just nasty. The pin is up though. Finesse and Victor need to play this one to absolute perfection. Nano swarms already burned through. Post-plant util down to 2 bites. The dog goes on the chase. The rush comes in from Mako. Victor will shut him down a bit, but that takes so much damage. And that leaves Finesse all on his lonesome. The bite coming through, but he's going to be caught with util in hand, and the bite went a little bit too deep.
some pretty good decisions, but yeah, DRX's retakes really, really strong. DRX's utility usage in that previous half, really efficient, really smart stuff for the most part, how they counter it. And RB is just outrageous right now.
I'm going to have to see that one in a replay, but I believe he just might have had that fully blind through the wall, just playing off of expected timing and game sense. I don't know. Either way, that's going to be an initial kill coming down. As Artis is dealt with. Buzz, however, going to be traded out on the opposite side. So the team now without their jets. Crashies on the flank, creeping up. RB seeming like he's going to be reading this one, but cannot win on the battle. Crashies, however, runs out of bullets and will be taken down. That brings it back now into a 3v3. Some of the approach, working his way through from Art. Flash going across. Mako now getting set up in mid for his post-plant util, but needs to send it pretty damn soon. Everybody's dead, and he's just going to be able to hold it. It is far too late. NRG flood back into the site. They managed to keep himself alive as well to boot. Quick clear on the Trailblazer. Counter swing from Zest, a little bit too late to try to find the punish. Crashies now sending out the Hawk, but RB entering, manages to find one. Crashies though, makes himself known. Finds one, looks for a second, gets the dink, gets the follow-up spray onto the corpse. Mako now gonna be taken out as Crashies finds a third. Doug was asking for the impact, it is being found. Spike now gonna be planted, he's looking to push out of the cove. 30 HP in a dream. Crashies, surely he can't find more. Surely his job is already done. It's already good enough, and I think it just might be, because now Zest gets taken down and stacks the IGL on his lonesome, and he won't be able to find anything more. NRG will take this round for themselves.
But that Reckoning in particular here, High Tide coming up to set up for this entry for DRX. Buzz gonna go right for the Hall.
An additional stun out on the fence as well, but he's gonna start creeping back forward, goes for the spray. They know that they're playing close. Stacks gets the timing, swings in. Not many bullets left in that Phantom though. Has to go for the reload and has to back away around the corner. The lockdown now gonna be committed in. Hall broken through. Buzz unable to find any value other than a little bit of damage, a smattering of it with that judge. Will put Crashies down to 14, but eventually NRG do have to back away. They have to respect the lockdown. They pull out, time still dwindling, but still plenty to go. Mako, the second snake bite now gonna be let loose. Nano in hand, RB sends it as well. Desperately trying to pop that one, and he will be able to make it happen before they can clear it. Head spotted, Mako taking down Artis up on top. Managing to find one. The tap, the hold starting to come through on the spike. Victor and Artis gonna be cleaned up. Stacks for the third. Leaving Crashies on 14 all on his lonesome, and he just does not have the time to play through this. The Stacks will find 4. Full rotate off Finesse's call.
Yes, I love this.
They got the orb, they have the lockdown. Now everybody's gonna be in position. Buzz up over the top of the screen. Spots one, and Som strikes him down. Finds the kill. Som gonna be traded out. Still plenty of tools to work through though. Crashies, you're talking about the stinger. He puts it to use. Finds Stacks. Mako gonna be eliminated. Crashies gets a second. And now it's all on RB. Somehow, some way, try to defend this one versus 4 hungry members of NRG. Just now get themselves over on the spike. Swing out. Finesse will be the one to finish the job. The timeout will work a treat. Up close. Finesse looks like he wants to try to flush him. Stacks gonna be distracted by the Seeker, but still somehow wins out on Victor. Just a bit whiffy as both Killjoys gonna be taken down. Tap onto the spike. Crashies looking to break this one in. Bring this back is Zest. Quick check, finds Artis, but now 24 HP. Turns from the flash, tries to get to the opposite side of the wall, but Crashies has already seen far too much. He's gonna be holding, staring towards Link. Seekers now let loose, going on the hunt. Noting all 3 remaining players from the side of NRG who need the clutch this one out if they want to tie things up.
Viper's Pit as well, a whiff.
They do have that if he can get the position. It's another whip here. Buzzo does manage to make that last snipe work, jumps out around the side, puts a little bit of damage down, one tap onto Victor. NRG, they're running out of time. They need to make something happen now. Feels like it's far too late as Finesse just eats that full flash coming across. Tap onto the spike. Victor trying to get Finesse into a great spot. What a readjustment! The headshot, the follow-up! Finesse! He gets it done!
Whiffy at the wrong time.
Well, in we go. It's another rush play coming through. A 1-for-1 so far. Art is going to be taken down. Crashies noted, but it's just a bloodbath as both sides going to be losing out on 2 players. That's now starting to creep across over towards A. For the time being, it's Som Holmes lonesome with the op in hand. Mako in the meantime splitting across, just hovering in shops, trying to see if there's any forward lurk coming through. Perhaps try to investigate the B side a little bit more, but now the pit. Finesse really wants to steer them away from A.
And the thing is, if they start making their way over there pretty quick, they might be able to cut through and get the plant down, depending on, of course, Victor. He's got all of his Killjoy utility set up over there. Nanos towards the long B side. The turret, though, to keep track of mid doors. Sam now. Gonna be
Oh,
taking
boy.
space. Oh boy.
Can he get another of the answers? Yes, Stax just walks right into the crosshair, and Sam jumps back through. Keeps himself nicely tucked away. RB,
30 seconds
how far does he
left.
go to try to hunt this one down? He is going to be the spike carrier. Timing a bit off, but Sam, for him, it's absolute perfection. The clock strikes and Mako falls. RB now all alone. Knows that Finesse is going to be hovering in that pit somewhere. How does he
Gotta
want
get
to play
the
this
plant.
one out? Yeah,
Got 10 seconds.
goes for a quick check. The alarm bot heard by Finesse. The plant now coming down. Victor will start rotating over. RB, he's been clutch. He sees him. The shoulder for a moment at the pit will get dropped. But they should know he's going to be secret. Maybe he could try to wrap around, get himself into flowers, but otherwise it's the back site. He's completely surrounded, and RB needs to try to find a way somehow to miraculously separate all three players of Energy and take these as 1v1s. The first challenge is Sam, and he's good for it. Cuts him down, a 4K in Energy. Daze does come through, stops Artist from peeking on the corner a little bit more. As the answering reckoning now going to be invested. Buzz, does he get away from the sun? I don't believe he does. Stax going to be taken down, the cove going to be broken, the plan just now coming through. They are all revealed, and this is all a disaster for DRX. Mako now the last man standing, the pit's still here. They're spraying through the screen, trying to find him. The HP dwindling down, the bite's already burned. Haven't tapped the spike quite just yet. Crash is just healing them up as they back off. They start to advance forward. They're just completely and utterly surrounding him, and eventually they will flush him out. Crashies gets the kill, Sam gets the defuse, hands it off to Artist to get the blades online.
Delay might be just enough for DRX.
Back up, Mako readjusts. Here's the footsteps, sends out a shot, but now they know he's playing on the corner. He does manage to catch one, says with covering fire, will find Artist. Cove in, the tap of the spike. Victor gets one, Crashies goes down, and suddenly it stacks. The IGL, the captain, to try to keep them alive, and in this game, finds one, finds two, but he cannot get the third, but the time has already dwindled. Victor with a 4K cannot escape.
So pretty fast hit off the back of this Trailblazer with Buzz leading the way.
Yeah, they're working their way through. The rotation's now going to begin. Victor, once he does arrive, will have that defending side in lockdown. Because we're not seeing deep takes here from the side of DRX. They're not pushing themselves forward towards Secret, towards Flowers. This time they are playing back. Lockdown. Put that into such a forward spot now. Try to play this one out and end the game. Victor says, excuse me, Sam. I need to get into that corner. Places it. Turns his sights back towards water to see if anyone's going on that deep flank, but as we can see, they are not at all. Fight from Finesse to try to cut them off. The hold to half. Already a fantastic start here for Energy to try to close this one out. Flash is flying, they're off the spike. Buzz not able to turn that flash, eats the full one. Mako gonna be good for one, but a flood of kills come in for both sides. But suddenly it's down to a 1v1. He knows it's held to half, he's just gonna hold it. Artist just sticks to it like glue, and RB cannot find the shot through that cloud burst.
Look at this early push out here from NRG. They're already getting in. RB gonna see the edge of him.
He's ready for it. Does manage to react in time. Gets tagged down to 40, but wins out. Finds that first kill here of the map.
They have no idea.
Crashy's continuing. Oh, but he just takes so much damage. Knocked to 22. And even if he had the healing, obviously wouldn't be able to use it on himself. So we'll just go ahead and rotate back. Through the link, look to reinforce alongside Victor, who's just sat here in hell.
RB had to use all of his utility to watch the back. Watch the flank.
Now Swarm out, the swing in, the stun's in, but Buzz is just trying to play around this cloud burst, but the turret finishes off RB. Crashies arriving, will find one before getting taken down. That brings us back into a man advantage now for the side of Energy. Tag low, Victor on for three. Zest will be the fourth to fall as Victor. Still in a very strong position here, our Energy, especially if Artist continues to find value. Sees the hand for just a brief moment, but eats the full flash. Dash in, noted on the flank. The rush through Artist with a sheriff in hand, finds one, some gets another with a stinger. Buzz and Mako now taken down. It's a 3v4. The gun grabbed up. Artist says, thank you very much. Zest now rethinking about this one. Decides to back away. Or at least wait until they get into a better position. 18 seconds on the fault line, so will not come into play here on this execute.
Well, they have to go A now. There's no other choice. Let's see if they can get it done.
Dart over the top, it will get a ping through, tuck into the corner. They identify position of one, spray through, RB finding Artis. Tom trading positions here with Zest, gets the jump on him. Now finds himself in a 1v2. The Stinger has to go for the reload. RB trying to get ahead of it. He misses the timing, but Stacks will be able to finish him off. Deep lurk, waiting to try to get this catch, because NRG should be very well aware that this is going to be this pulled back position that DRX want to play in. Stacks finding one before falling. Victor trades the other. Lockdown is available. And Zest gets outdone. Crashies gets the jump on him. Strikes him down. Push out. RB finds the headshot. 3 members left to deal with, though.
You should run.
As they start working their way out of window. The full flash connects. Mako good for one. Have they called it? Crashies on the flank. He's just trying to get him off of this spike, but can't make it happen.
Let's take some garage space. Let's try to put some pressure down. Sam gonna get noted by the turret, able to clear it without taking any damage, but he gets the opener, and Artis with the follow-up.
A quick check around the corner, and Buzz is gone. Stacks only able to find Victor, but he's taking down to 21 HP. The spray through one to Zest knocks him down to 43, and already it just feels like this timeout is being worked to absolute perfection against DRX.
NRG read him. They kind of had a pretty good idea that this was going to be the change of FNS.
And it just keeps getting worse. Stacks now gone. Spike picked up. Mako, it's in his hands. They're going to start drifting over towards the A site here. Smoke, maybe they're trying to fake that they're going to find some presence here onto B. But NRG, they don't need to really shift anybody onto A. They can play reactively. They know that they're in this 4v2. They know that Zest is low on health. Could just gather up, look to flood the site, not take any risks.
Cover going out. Blinding.
Smoke now in. Rotations will start to come through. Paranoia used just in case. They'll find themselves with an empty site. As Mako goes for the plant.
10 seconds left.
And no contact off of that paranoia or anything like that. Mako gonna readjust. Still has his ult. Don't think he'll have much of a chance to use it. Zest with a couple shock darts in the Owl drone. See if they can get something done with this Reckoning now. Mako gonna be in a tricky spot. Zest gonna maneuver into help.
And I mean, that's a hell of a lot of respect being shown here as Mako ends up on top of the box. Now continues. Triple approach through the garage. Artis feel like he's ready to lead the charge. But spotting Zest. Looks to zone him back as the lockdown is going to be invested. He's the creep up. Mako spotting him. Stacks going to be good for one. Let's Finesse now out of the fight. Stacks traded up. Victor finding that elimination. Now they start going for the defuse. Hunter's Fury coming across. Zez looking to go ahead and displace them. They get it to half, however, so it's still in a winnable position. The push up, the stun. RB able to find one. Time dwindling. Mako sprays him off one. And Zest will fall, but so too does Victor. And alone is there. 2-3 players backing him up as, oh boy, RB. Knife in hand, trying to get tucked here into the corner. Swings around, finds Crashy. Some will trade it back. Headshot in reply as they now turn their sights over here towards the C side. Rolling Thunder not catching him in finesse. He gets himself back into the site, spraying across, looking for Buzz, but Buzz finds him just a little bit faster. No broken. A warning shot perhaps here from Artis as Mako gets knocked down to 58. It looks like they're still very suspicious about it, and they are rightfully correct about it here. As I throw out some more redundancies, they spray him down, they find the wallbang shot. A single shock dart sent to try to buy some space, some time. Would have been able to get the kill on a Victor, but he wasn't playing here on it. Artis up over the top, gets one with the operator. Stacks sets up for a second, but now Buzz needs to try to clutch this one out. He's approaching from garage. Artis trying to get the read on it. Swings out. Buzz finds the perfect timing. Opposite split. Artis still in a position to try to catch him, but turns away from the flash, and then Buzz again finds the timing. Exiting out of the cloudburst, Artis was trying to get somebody else pushing their way into the site, but it's a quick response. NRG, the other 4 players are here. Victor finding some value initially. Mako going to be taken down. Victor finds a second. Buzz going to be eliminated as well. Now Crashies gets involved as Zest will fall. 2 players left. Stacks and RB. They're trying to get them in this one. The spike not surrendered on the site. RB caught in an awkward position between a rock and a hard place, and he gets crunched, as will Stacks. Taken some, though, pinged out. And that's going to be the aftershock to try to clear through. Up over the top goes Buzz, and he gets the punish. Assam so desperately wanting to try to get that ult online. Well, now he's going to be dead. Crashies, however, holding it down from hell. 3 quick kills. 7 HP and a Dream with the spike is stranded. And he brings us back into a monstrous advantage.
I'm shocked. I can't believe it. I mean, that's incredible from him, but Mako there just dropping down and makes the first kill pretty easy. Able to isolate a couple others.
Finesse in heaven, looking like he's going to be ready to play off the back of this pop flash that Crashies has set up. Hard corner to the check. RB will manage to find one. Blind comes across, and Zest is left out to dry. Finesse finds him.
Yeah, and Victor's going to tuck back into spawn as all of DRX now swinging in from garage and spawn themselves.
Stun's good, but covering fires there. Finesse from behind finds Buzz. RB going to be taken out as well. Oh, the reveal is massive. Stack's only able to find one off the back of it. Out gets another. Turns over to Artis, but Sam catches him off guard. Just too many targets to Sam again. Putting up solid figures. 3 kills for him, but Zest gets the 2-tap, but Sam is just a little bit better. The rest of the team ready to just go ahead and shove forward. They identify that Zest in a forward spot. Spam through the wall. Artis finds the elimination. Was now tucked in off the flank. Just trying to catch him, and with that, they say, you know what? I think we pulled enough rotations. It's time to cut.
Just brilliant. I mean, DRX had fully committed. Mako is kind of standing over there in Link, but this is free. Cove as well. Not much that can be done about this. They're going to start spraying into it, but it doesn't matter.
And they are just absolutely drowning them right now. RB gone. The Stinger finds the elimination. Turret cleared out. 3 members left. Weapon advantage technically there, but in so many angles to try to clear out, and Artis finds Stack, sprays through to find Mako as well. As if it wasn't brutal enough. No relenting, no mercy shown at all. NRG
Trying to get out of dodge, get some reinforcements. It's just RB with him.
Yeah, they identify both of them. The fight comes down, it's on the vulnerable, but again, the spray through. Mako getting sprayed through smokes just has not been a great duo here today for him. Spray coming out, RB only going to be able to find one. Sam takes him out. The site now completely open. Buzz arriving with their wisely, planting on the backside of the site. They expect that this flank is going to be coming through from the attacker side. Buzz up close, instantly snaps on for one, but cannot get Crashies. That leaves just Zest now, all on his lonesome. Dart over the top, the reveal on one. Cannot get the weaker player, and Sam will take him down. 12-4, match point locked in for NRG. For attack, but he's just going to be coming up shy. Nothing biting the line this time. And the rest of NRG have flooded their way into the A site now. His Artis will stay on a linger. Spotting Stacks, notice he's tucked away. They should have identified each other. A warning shot, perhaps. His Artis is just going to go ahead and rotate around. Still is going to be in range, though, on bot.
It's genius. They bait out the Hunter's Fury, and they get the plant for free. They don't lose a single player.
I think the alarm bot was recalled. I don't think it was destroyed. RB's still a little bit wary about this, but now he's making his way in through the spawn.
Oh no.
Cutting around from behind, the Rolling Thunder cuts across, does manage to connect on the 2. Players, though, still avoiding being stunned up, and even with those stuns, they're not flooding them fast enough to try to find kills on the back of it. Crashes with the pop flash, quick turn to the corner, eats a full flash. RB able to find one. The approach from behind, Artis mows them down, and he drags them over the line. They lost sight of the enemy, Chet, and when he struck, it was far too late. A 4K to finish them off. 13-5, this time it is not going the distance. NRG put their foot down. They say you will not take us to 3.